Hello YouTube pipe community, this is Thor's Revenge coming to you from my current apartment after a 2-year and 18-day hiatus. Since last Halloween just about. And I'm coming to you today after this long absence for 2 reasons. Firstly, I'm doing a pipe review, and secondly, I'm just doing a check-in, letting everyone know that I'm still alive out here somewhere. So we'll start with that bit. It's been about 2 years, and those 2 years have been absolutely crazy. Lots of life events. I've laughed, I've cried, I've probably smoked quite a few pounds of pipe tobacco in that time, and gotten lots of new pipes as well. But what kept me from making more videos was mainly just the challenging nature of the coursework I was in, since I'm still in school, still in college. The coursework got harder, and it left me less to no time to actually make videos for YouTube, in addition to all the other stuff I was going on in life, work, girlfriend, life. But I finally found a moment to sit down and make one, and it happens to be October 31st, Halloween. So happy Halloween to everyone out there. But yes, I am still alive, still blacksmithing, still smoking my pipe, and I will actually be starting my student teaching, the very last part of my education, here in January. So, one last push and I'll be done. About time, I think. Now on to the pipe review. Now, for any of you who have watched any of my older videos, you know that I've really only ever done one attempted pipe review, and that was on a Roma straight rusticated billiard that I got a couple years ago from the local smoke shop down here in Durango. And needless to say, that first review I gave it was terrible. I thought it was a terrible pipe, thought it was a waste of money, and I have since gotten many comments either admonishing me to spend a little bit more money and get better pipes, or just forget this pipe, or just a $30 pipe is a $30 pipe. And in these past 2 years, I have gotten many other pipes that are much nicer than $30, and some that are less so. And as you can see today, I again am smoking my Roma straight rusticated billiard, and in it I am currently smoking my current aromatic all-day blend of choice, which happens to be Captain Black Cherry. Some of you out there are probably cringing when I say that. But I found it's a good blend, and it's cheap. I can smoke it all day long, no tongue bite or anything. And then I can smoke some really good tinned stuff in the evening after dinner or things like that. Now, over these past couple years, I have smoked this pipe quite substantially, mainly because I didn't care about it. I didn't care what happened to it, and honestly, I still don't really care what happens to it. It was a $35 pipe, and honestly, it smokes better than I gave it credit. Attested to by how much I smoke. I smoke this thing probably every month, Sometimes I'll smoke it for a solid week of nothing but smoking this pipe, and then I'll let it alone for a month or more. Sometimes I'll smoke it the entire month without rest. I'll clean it a couple times, but that's about it. And honestly, it smokes just fine. It smokes far better than it did when I first bought it. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a good little layer of cake built up in there. I mean, to the point where the cake is actually chipping off at times. And that cake certainly has helped make this pipe a far better smoker. I actually have a second Roma bent pipe that I got as a gift, and it smokes fairly well. It doesn't have nearly the cake built up in it, so I think once it does, it'll smoke better. Now, as I said in the review years and years ago, there are tons of fills all over this pipe. You can probably see those lighter colored areas there best. And there are tons of fills. But since having owned the pipe and smoked it, meh. It is what it is. And because it was a $35 pipe and it's got tons of fills, I don't really care what happens to it. I take this pipe fishing, hiking, anywhere I wouldn't want to take one of my nicer pipes for fear of damaging it. I'll shove this one in a bag or in a pocket, and I won't do that with pretty much all of my other pipes. Now, on to some of the good things about this pipe, other than the fact that since it's got lots of fills, it's very durable. The vulcanite stem on this guy is really substantial. It's really nice and hardy and thick, with a really nice big button that you can get right behind your teeth and hold on to really well. And this stem is absolutely indestructible. I chomp down on this thing all the time, and there are only very light chatter marks. While on most of my other pipes, I put those rubber pipe bits on them in order to protect the stems. And if I wasn't talking so much, I'm sure it would stay lit. But overall, I can highly recommend these Roma pipes as good everyday work pipes. This is the pipe I take into the shop, and it gets thrown around and stuff like that, and I'm not too worried about it. And one more good thing is, I'm not going to do it, but the tenon joint right here is really nice and tight. I mean, one of these days, I'm sure I'm going to try and take the stem off, and it's going to crack here along the shank rather than actually remove the tenon, because it's rather tight, and I like it that way. It's okay. But overall, my opinion of Roma pipes has substantially changed over the years, and now I rather like this pipe. So here's hoping to the continuation of more YouTube videos and getting back in touch with a bunch of you guys that I used to stay in contact with in the past. Alrighty, again, this is Thor's Revenge, and as always, keep 'em lit.